Enough with the goblin noises. Today, we're going to share with you an extremely interesting Solana NFT project.
We're going to go deep into a project that is considered to be a blue chip within the Solana ecosystem. Some would even say godly. You don't want to miss today's show of Goats and the Metaverse as we go deep into DeGods. Stanley, how are you, my friend?
I am living the dream. I feel like I haven't said that in a while, so I want to say it again. How are you?
I am living the dream with you. Lots happening in the world, working on a few projects. We hinted towards one that we're dropping soon. So all systems go. We're also working on NFT NYC coming soon. So we're going to talk more about that in the days to come on the show, tell you about the coolest events, parties,
out there,
everything that's happening. We're going to be on the field, working day and night to give you coverage if you can't be there. And if you are there, well, come on over and say hi to your friend Stan and Jos at NFT NYC. So that's what's happening in my life. All going well.
Should we do like a Goats in the Metaverse dinner? Invite some fans to come out and eat some grub with us?
Ooh, that could be exciting.
Or should we just be like, yo, free pizza here on this day, show up and you eat? Nobody shows up, you and I have some pizza though.
Well, I think we should definitely welcome our community. If you're going to be at NFT NYC, give us a ping and let's organize our first meetup. That'll be fun.
Yes, sir. What else is fun is Ethereum price stuck at $1,800. I don't actually, it's not fun at all. Wasn't it 1809 yesterday or somewhere around that number?
It was in that market. Hasn't moved much, but it is fun if you are buying. Not so fun if you've bought. Well, the talk on the town is that there is more blood on the streets to happen, and anticipation that Ethereum may go down even further in the short term. Merge is coming soon. After that, and if all successful, we should see some price rallying happening in the Ethereum ecosystem. So if you are got conviction, not a bad time to be dollar cost averaging into some ETH and seeing how things transpire after that. That's what I'm doing. So take it for where it comes. That is not financial advice. I'm just doing it myself.
Going down with the ship. I love it. Today's Sol price, since we will be talking about Solana, is also down $40.34. What was it? What's the height of that? $200? $300?
I think it was about $220 was the height of the Sol price.
I think that's what I bought. I bought too.
Yeah, that was the top signal. We should have known. $40 is painful if you were at 220, but again, same type of idea. Solana did have a big outage, 12-hour outage just yesterday. This is, I think, the 9th or 10th time Solana has had an outage in the past year. Not a great sign for a decentralized platform, but I'm sure they will recover and get stronger from there. Let's get into the market. What is happening in the blue chips across the board? We are seeing a mixed bag happening. Bored Ape Yacht Club holding strong at 94.69 ETH. Moonbirds slightly up. Goblin Town slightly down. Crazy that it's one of the blue chips that are on our floor price check-in today. And Doodles holding strong, continuing to climb. Azuki continuing to climb. Doodles have their duplicator. I think there's about 19 days left to claim to add your Doodle to your duplicator. I don't really know what that means, so maybe we need to do a show on what is going on in the world of Doodles because it is holding strong.
I don't think anybody knows. I think we find out at NFT NYC. I don't think there's actually any knowledge of what's happening, but we'll do our research. If there is something to share, we will. Cool Cats, though. I see you, Cool Cats.
Yeah, coming back.
Full ETH, all right? Let's go. Let's start that movement. Let's get that goat vault up, all right? We're talking to you, Cool Cats.
Love it. All right. Well, that is our daily floor price check-in. Let's go into our godly project on the Solana ecosystem. It's considered a blue chip. It's top 5 in trading volume. The project is DeGods. And if you haven't heard of DeGods, well, DeGods is a deflationary collection of degenerates, punks, and misfits, gods of the metaverse and masters of our own universe, integrating with the Dust protocol. So that sounds like a mouthful. Full disclosure, Metaversal owns a number of DeGods, and we have written a thread about why we're excited about them. DeGods is one of the first projects that linked the ability to earn some rewards, their own token called Dust. If you own a DeGod, you are able to stake it and get some of those Dust rewards, which powers the DeGod ecosystem. So what is Dust? Well, the lore around that is it's formed from the dust of stars in the molten core of Mount Olympus. The DeGods arose from that mount, and in time all shall burn. For we are dust, and dust we shall return. Sounds pretty ominous, but what does that mean? Well, there is a mechanism within the DeGods universe. 10,000 supply is where it started, and you have the option of either staking your DeGod and taking it out of supply and earning those dust rewards, or you can burn your DeGod and accelerate that dust reward, hence reducing the supply of DeGods. Dust token today trading at about $2.50. At its peak, it was $7.97. And if you stake a DeGod, you get 10 dust per day. So at its peak, which was just over a month ago, you were getting $80 a day for staking your DeGod. Today, you're getting $25 a day for staking it. And if you burn your DeGod, you're getting 1,000 dust plus a whole bunch of others based on how many are left in the DeGod pool. We won't go into the mechanics. You can see that on their website. But in essence, it's a project that has built in a way to drive its own ecosystem. And then the dust that you accrue, well, you might be asking, well, what do you get with this dust? Well, you can use the dust to buy some other NFTs that they are accumulating through their transaction fees, through that royalty fee, putting into a vault similar to our gold vault, and you can buy those NFTs using your dust token, or you can decide to sell your dust and earn some US dollars back for just simply holding your NFT. Current price of a DeGod is about 400 Sol, just under 400 Sol, 355 Sol. It's about $12,000. It's in the kind of higher end of what we've been covering on this show. It's a 7 ETH purchase. And it'll take about 48 days to return that back at the current dust price. So if you're patient, 48 days, you have your money back.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. And I think the other interesting part is that you could get a dead god. Whoa. The way to get a dead god is you need to pay, I believe, 1,000 dust. Once you get your dead god, you could earn 30 dust per day. So now you're tripling your income. I like the mathematics on this and the economics of what's going on here. That is definitely interesting. And obviously, as Solana continues to get built out and as this project continues to get built out, the number could go up as well. As Yasi mentioned, it was almost at $8 at one point. I think it's an interesting project, Yasi. I think it's done very creatively, very smart. Usually I'm a skeptic. I personally have zero investments into the Solana ecosystem. I might say this might be my first buy, and then you know what that means. It's either going to go really good or really bad.
Stanley, please do not buy the DeGod. Just stay away from the DeGod.
I will not buy it. We'll see. I have to do a little bit more research on this. But it is interesting what they're doing, and I like the yield. I mean, the yield, the economics make sense, and also I like that it's a deflationary project, and you could only burn one per day, right? That's how I understood it as well.
Correct.
So, and you get incentivized to burn your DeGod. You get more dust, right? And then what else do you get? Is that the only thing you get, Yasi?
If you burn your DeGod, all you get is some dust. You're also removing some of the supply of the DeGod, so you're effectively pushing up potentially the price because you're reducing the number of DeGods that are available. We see that there's only 62 listed on Magic Eden, so already a lot of diamond hands in the DeGod community. 0.62% of that 10K supply. And another aspect within this whole world is that there is a percentage that they call the paper hand bitch tax.
Yes, I like that.
It's a tax for anyone who sells below the mint price. And the proceeds from that tax would move to a burn wallet where it will be unleashed at random intervals to buy and burn DeGods. This is their way of trying to keep the floor price above the mint price. And an interesting mechanism, we're now way past that floor price minted originally at 3 Sol. We're at 350 Sol. Anyone who minted is up 100x on that project. But that was an interesting mechanism there. The team behind it are really technical. They're well respected within the Solana community. They do have an event also coming up at NFT NYC. So certainly an interesting project to watch. I like the tokenomics that they've built into it. And I'm going to look to maybe transcend some of our DeGods into DeGods, and then you get 3 times the rewards of dust.
My one knock on it is I don't like the art.
That is fair.
The art is like a little questionable. But look, tech, tokenomics, economics, tech, it looks like they're being innovative, they're being creative. They're not just doing a bunch of noises on Twitter Spaces. So I'm impressed. Listen, if you're not doing noises on Twitter Spaces, I'm automatically impressed by your project.
They were not making noises, but they are making waves in how they're going about building their community and all the aspects and elements that are in this. It's not just a JPEG. So that's everything on DeGods that you need to know. Yeah, any questions?
Any questions? No, I'm interested. I love it. Not financial advice. I might buy it, but if I buy it, it might crash. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling later on. And before we wrap up, we had a pretty decent sale in the marketplace. Crypto Winter? I think not. Bored Ape Yacht Club, number 5177, sold for 250 Ethereum. Wow. That is $445,000. Now, about 3 weeks ago, I think the floor is $445,000, but that is a pretty nice number, considering the fact that whoever bought it they bought it originally at June 14 for 3.2 ETH, which was at that point $8,100. I'm not a mathematician, but that is a shitload of money on your return, if I must say so myself.
And that's just the sale, never mind the mutant that they would have claimed, the tokens that they would have received. So Bored Ape Yacht Club made that seller a lot of money. And I think I read the tweet that they're having a baby or having had a baby, and this is life-changing money for them. So thank you, Bored Ape Yacht Club. Sad to part with their ape, but babies are real and need real money to sustain. So well done to the seller and well done to the buyer. I hope it goes well from here on out for you.
Absolutely. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you learned something. I know I did. And remember, none of this is financial advice. We just want you to have some fun, learn some things, hopefully make some money along the way. And we'll see you guys mañana.